Hey, thank you for tuning in to Cincy Vines. Today we have our new guest appearance. His name is Quintin Gray from the young YNGM Entertainment. Tell us, what does YNGM stand for, Mr. Quintin Gray? Thanks for coming on the show, by the way.
No problem. It stands for Young Niggas Getting Money, actually.
Okay. And what's your role in the show? What do you do?
CEO. We started in 2014. I also do graphic design, photography, rap, videography, t-shirt apparel, pretty much everything, 100% self-sufficient. So.
Sounds interesting. So you also have models for your YNGM.
Yeah.
Tell me about what's the most interesting thing when dealing with the models?
Personalities. Everybody different and everybody got their own style. We got Paige Monet. She's more laid back and chill. We got Nadine Simmons. She's more on point with it and like she's real good at posing. We have Stephanie Thornton. She's just personality. She's lit. We got Lola Boudreaux, Shala Shaw, and then we have Lala Daniels. Everybody's just different. People got different directions they want to take their career. We got some that want to be on runway, some just want to do magazines, some just want to do like social media. So it's definitely interesting with personalities.
That's great, that's great. And I also hear you're a rapper as well, artist.
Yeah, I do my thing sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us, what is your recent artist videos or music that you have out right now?
I actually just put out a video called Believe That. It came out last month, actually. We used two of the models that's in the camp. It was pretty fun.
Really?
We shot it over at our studio. Yeah.
Believe That. And I've seen the video. It's very nice. It's hot.
Thank you.
Hot.
Thank you.
So we're going to go on to that video, Believe That, by YNGM E. Quintin Gray.
Yeah, nigga.
All that humble shit out the motherfucking window, nigga.
Yeah.
We tried to be humble and niggas didn't appreciate that shit.
Nah.
We tried to show love and niggas end up fucking us over.
Fuck 'em.
Got me fucked up, niggas. Hopkinsville, Kentucky at its finest.
Nigga, what?
Look.
Niggas switching bitches acting like they love a nigga. I tried to show 'em love, fuck 'em, ain't no love for
Man,
niggas.
fuck them niggas, man.
I notice how these niggas change. At first they love you when you grinding, then it turn to hate. They see you winning while they losing, I'm busting these plays. They know I don't play no games, not one to be
Y'all
played.
niggas know I ain't played no motherfucking games, nigga.
They know I don't play no games, not one to be played. See, I tried everything to be cool with niggas. Fuck the peace sign, nigga. I'ma let them shooters hit you. Ain't no fucking love in these streets. Just niggas won't beat. My niggas tone heat. Don't get cooked, let them eat. When you start from the bottom, gotta sacrifice sleep. But when you make it to the top is when you wake up to your dream, nigga. I'm a walking blessing. Before I leave this motherfucker, I'ma die a legend. They gon' know me, nigga. I've been through a lot. Blood, sweat, and tears, but I made it to the top. Pussy niggas hating, but ain't shit about the pop. Pussy niggas hating, but ain't shit about the pop. Believe they say I'm talking to they soul like I'm a fucking rapper. I can't let these niggas stress me, I'm counting my blessings. Niggas smile in your face, knowing damn well they fake. On this journey, ain't nobody out here safe, nigga. I turn my niggas to my hitters, legal niggas with them pistols. Potato on the head and make the motherfucker whisper. Loved ones come up missing, I don't see no competition except when I'm in the mirror. Ain't nobody fucking with me, point blank, period. Bitches talking, niggas scheming, I don't even hear them. If they cross me, I got beans, give my niggas clearance. Take his motherfucking head off if they come up near us. YNGM been the squad, bitch, that's all I rep. Niggas wanna see me fall, hate to see me flex. Why they bitches steady calling, trying to give me sex? And since your nigga hating on me, let me get the neck. I'ma stand up, die on some king shit. Young nigga got drive like a V6. I got this motherfucking fire, ain't no sweet shit. I come to take over the city and I mean that. I've been through a lot. Blood, sweat, and tears, but I made it to the top. Pussy niggas hating, but ain't shit about the pop. Pussy niggas hating, but ain't shit about the pop. Believe that.
Welcome back to Cincy Vines, Cincy Vines, Cincy Vines, Cincy Vines, where we got our local hot tri-state artists in the area. Today we have to you today Quintin Gray. Mr. Quintin Gray, say hello to the camera.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Quintin Gray, how old are you? Tell us how old you are.
I'm 28.
28, young and making in the money.
I'm trying.
So what makes you think that basically as coming out into this world that videographers and artists and what makes you think is their drive? What's your drive?
Passion.
Passion? What is
Yeah.
your passion for?
Art.
Art?
Yeah, art period.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. What's your favorite piece as far as anything dealing with art?
Anything art, like it's just a passion for art, whether it's writing, shooting videos, doing photography, graphic design, like just anything art. I can't really narrow it down to my favorite because the source of it is my favorite. So
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the world today as far as what is really like what's the root of the problem. I know a lot of people stereotype rap as like one of those criminal activity type of music. What would you say rap is to you?
rap is my life. It's who I really am, and it's my way of getting out a lot of disrespectful stuff that I can't say to somebody who made me mad.
Expression.
So it's my way of, it's my exit for real, my outlet, my way of escaping from what's going on in the world, like with police killing brothers. I can't necessarily go talk to President Obama, or don't want to talk to Donald Trump about it, so I can influence people who listen to my music to open their eyes and see what's going on. And of course it comes out of anger for one, because we're not looked at as equivalent to other races or something like that. So it's just like, let me talk to y'all like I know how to talk, because they don't know how to talk to us. Mm-hmm. And they haven't been in the struggle like we've been through. So I can relate to them a little bit more, because it's just like I've been to the bottom, now I can be at the top, so I can tell you both sides of it. Like.
Mm-hmm. So would you say it's more like a cultural thing, or more like an artistic expression, or a little bit of both?
It's a little bit of both, because it's personal, because I got to tell my story, I got to tell my truth, and then it gets to a cultural, because so many other people can relate to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So you touched on racism, the topic of racism. Mm-hmm. I want to get touch on that a little bit too. When dealing with racism, a lot of things it boils down to is mainly hate, basically, and also lack of communication and understanding with knowledge, and the perception of many different cultures and ethnicities. Would you basically say that the rap world is more likely to be dominated by black people, or as far as more or less to be dominated by any other race or ethnicity?
Originally, I would say it should be dominated by black people, because that's who we is. Like, and if you look at the culture and what the music is portraying now, everybody want to be drug dealers, and everybody want to represent the struggle. And if you look at majority of people who's in the struggle, it's predominantly black. Mm-hmm. No offense to any other race, but if you go to any hood, you're going to see majority black people. Like, if you look at any struggle, it's black people. Like, if you look at people who's being condemned for what they're going through in life, and people not willing to help, black people.
Right.
No offense, like I said, no offense to any other race, because I'm pretty sure every other race got their own struggle, but I'm not that race, so I can't relate to them as far as that race. But as far as the struggle aspect and the music that's been put out today, look where they shooting these videos. Mm-hmm. All of them in the hood. Everybody want to shoot videos in the hood, put Lamborghinis in the hood. Like, everybody want to glorify the hood, but everybody don't want to be there. Like, once the video over, all right, wrap it up, go back to your nice houses. So I would definitely think that it's predominantly, as far as the genre of rap and hip hop, you can't have that without our struggle.
Right, right. So speaking of struggles, so everybody knows of this secret society called the Illuminati, but they're not really in depth or in tune of what really goes on in Illuminati. So well, they say it's, in a sense, you lose your soul. Your soul, meaning, how should I put this? Basically, you lose your sense of value or worth. When dealing with the Illuminati, if you were told you have to join this fraternity in order to succeed, would you do it?
No.
No.
Because I'm more of liberty. I'm more about freedom. If somebody give you $1 million in your career and invest $1 million in your career, and you started for nothing, they pretty much own your career. If I don't want to put out a song, or if I want to put out a song that they don't, better yet, if I want to put out a song that's talking about what's going on in our culture, and they don't want to put it out, being that they invested that $1 million, they don't have to put it out. So if I don't sign, if I say, oh, I want to talk about this subject, and then I want to put it out, I can do it. Like, 'cause the money gonna come. The money's promised. You just gotta follow what you love, chase the dream, enjoy the journey.
Right, right. Wow, that is interesting. Because lately, people in this world feel like the Illuminati society, fraternity, or whatever, basically is just you sell your soul to the devil, and then after that, you know, they're in control or whatever, whoever runs it or whatever. No one really knows who runs it. But a lot of times people are put in situations where they have to make a choice for the sake of them, their families and themselves. Detrimental, and whether someone's dying or, you know, bills have to be paid, no one wants to be homeless. And they use that as sort of like a scapegoat to get out of that situation. Because of their talent, they want to use their talent as well. So they figure like, okay, there's this scale. So if you were to possibly blow up, what would you suggest would be the best way to make music, as far as in a manner that is not in a sense of trying to sell your soul to the devil or giving up your morals or your values of life?
Invest in yourself. If I invest in me, can't nobody else tell me what to do. It's like owning your own business. If you hire yourself, can't nobody fire you.
Right.
If I go clock in at the other job, they can fire me anytime they want to. But if I got that control and I got that foundation for myself that I built, you can't knock that down because I built it for myself. You can do anything to do. You can try to ruin my name, but as far as the foundation that I laid for myself, you can't take that away from me.
Right, right. Absolutely. I agree with you on that. Let's talk about a little bit about politics too, because I know you seem like the intellectual type to know as far as what's going on in the world, and just basically living in your shoes from your standpoint, and just knowing and observing what's going on around in the world. What's the most detrimental thing that you see going on right now today besides racism?
The lack of support within ourselves. Like, we can sit here and talk about Trump don't like us or these politics lying to us, but we don't like us. Like, if we not supporting each other, then how we gonna grow? Like, so I feel like that's a big problem in the world, is, well, in our community, I say, is we don't support each other. Like, if you start a business, I'm supposed to support it just on the strength that if I don't support it, who gonna support it?
Right.
Especially when you start in a poverty-stricken environment, it's not too many other races in there. Like, it's us. So if we trying to build out and get our way out, and ain't nobody pouring into us, we gotta go to the Illuminati now, cause ain't nobody else supporting us.
Right,
Like, so
yeah.
that's when it put us in a situation. Okay, y'all know when we not supporting each other, now we gotta go sell our soul. Like, and I feel like if we all support each other, and you got a T-shirt company, and I need T-shirts, take my T-shirts to you. Like, there's a whole bunch of other people that own T-shirt companies, but what it's gonna do for the culture? It's not gonna do nothing.
Right.
Like, we got, the way we can control our culture is through our money. That's what everybody value out here now. So if I'm not spending my money in another, I hate to say it, just like in the white man's business, and I put it into the black one, black people kind of care about each other more and can relate with each other more than somebody who never been in the hood. So support, definitely, the lack of support.
Okay, you say when we support businesses, it's going to help us become more better as far as with ourselves as a person and individual. If we were to also basically love ourselves more too, and you say we can't really love ourselves because we are so much involved in a community around us of people who are doing nothing but hating each other and are hurting each other, and even killing each other. So it's just a sad world we live in, and I definitely agree with you on that. Another thing I wanted to talk to you today about was the different massacres that's going on in the school shootings and stuff like that. The majority of those shooters would you say they are black terrorists, white terrorists, or would you just say they're just young youth lost?
I can't even say it's black people or white people, although majority is not black. I say that, but they just lost. Like, and if you look at everybody who's doing all this, and then you look at the justice system, they trying to justify it by saying, oh, they was lost and they didn't have guidance and nobody was there for them. Like that's just an excuse. But I just feel like everybody I grew up with was lost. Everybody I grew up didn't necessarily have the parents. For one, the father wasn't around, and then the mother had to be out paying the bills. So everybody just didn't have the parental guidance that they were supposed to. Ain't nobody out here blowing up schools and stuff. So I think it's got a lot to do with mental illness. It got a lot to do with old-fashioned culture, and then a corrupt justice system. So. And then, like, if I commit a crime, if I go shoot 17 people, they not gonna look at me as no lost individual. It's they holding us to a standard that they're not living by. Like, wrong is wrong. Like, and people's getting wrong and race mixed up. Like, if no matter what race it is, if you wrong, period. So, and that's what I believe.
So would you say that the race, we're still treated unfairly, or would you say that we're treated fairly?
I feel like we treated unfairly, but I would blame a lot of it on our own culture too, because now we glorifying rappers that promote drinking lean and smoking weed and prostituting hoes, like, and if we saying that's okay, and then people who's not in our culture, they looking at that, they don't care, because we don't look like we care.
Right.
We supporting all the people who's doing the bullshit. We spending money buying their CDs and coming to their shows and turning up, going to the club and listening to their music. So we pretty much, without even knowing it, we condoning it. So when you got somebody outside our culture looking, oh, they condone it, let's profit off of it.
So what can we do? So I was doing a lot of research with the different unions we have, like as far as the two main unions, Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, American Federation. What does the AFTRA stand for? AFTRA? American Federation.
No clue.
American Federation of Television Radio Advertisements, is
I didn't
it?
know that.
I think that's what it stands for. But besides that, I know one's for like voiceovers and commercials or whatnot, and the other one's more for on the side of acting and singing and modeling and all the different unions that have different rules. Would you think that the best way to solve this problem would be to incorporate a union that basically gives a fair amount of ruling around the world as far as for our entertainment artists and actors and actresses?
I don't think so. We just need to educate ourselves to see what they do. Like, say, with BMI, like, when you rap and they encode your song to make sure when it get on TV, that is, you get paid when it makes it to the radio and you get paid when it get on TV.
But would you, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Would you say that we get the fair amount back as artists or individuals in the entertainment industry?
Of course not.
Okay.
Only reason I say of course not, because you got to bring something to the table. And if they just directing and trying to target people who start from nothing, who can't bring nothing to the table, then you don't kind of have no say-so. But if I bring a whole entertainment company, let them know, look, I got $2 million on my own, and then you approach me, now it's like I don't depend on you. So it got to be fair now, like, cause you're not. I can invest just as much as you can invest in my career as you can, like. So I feel like we got to have a foundation for ourselves. We got to be able.
So you don't think we should have our own union?
Yeah, I think we should do that, and we should also educate ourselves. Like,
Right.
definitely have our own union. Just because, like I said, if they're not from here, they're not gonna understand it.
Right.
Like, so if we can create a union, I'm down with it.
Okay. We're going to take a break. I'm sorry. That was a little long. This topic is very interesting, but we're going to take a break and come back. Stay tuned. Cincy Vines, and we're out. Welcome back to Cincy Vines. We're here with you today live with Quintin Gray, YNGM, Entertainment. Tell us, Mr. Quintin Gray, We were talking about YNGME, young niggas getting money, right?
Unfortunately.
YNGME, young niggas getting money entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another interesting topic too, that N-word. So some people are disgusted by using that N-word. How do you feel about the N-word?
I really can care less for it, like, cause a white man can call me that, I'm not gonna get offended. A black man can call me that, I'm gonna say, what's up, my nigga? Like, I'm gonna be able to relate, but it's not gonna hurt me either way. Like, when I created the company, it was young niggas getting money, cause at that time I was a young nigga mentally. Like, I was still out here doing what I needed to do to try to build the company. But as I grow, if you look at the acronym, it's YNGM. The YNG is young, M is man, so it's like, it's growth. Like, the first it started out young niggas getting money, but then it's gonna grow into young men entertainment.
Okay. All right. So, also, I wanted to talk to you about the issues as far as what gender equality too. I know you're a black male individual in this world, and me being a black female individual in this world. How do you feel about the different gender equalities, as far as whether it dealing with a black woman or a black man or a white woman or a white man or anyone of any other different race or ethnicity?
I feel like our black women they don't look to them as equal, especially in any other corporation. But I got plenty of entrepreneur black women entrepreneur friends that's doing very successful. They not chasing opportunity. They're creating it for themselves. And then they got some solid brothers behind them. Like, so when we got the black men supporting our black women, we don't have to have our women out here in front of these corporations asking for thousands of dollars, because they got their resources on their own. Even if it's not, it don't even have to be black men behind them. It could be more black women behind them. But it all goes back down to the support. Like, if we don't have to go to another corporation and we all support each other, then we're not putting ourselves in a situation where a woman needs to be out here getting discriminated against, because she got her way of getting it. Like, she can just go talk to some more of her black entrepreneur friends, or go talk to some more of her support system.
Right.
Like, so I definitely don't believe that black women entrepreneurs is fairly treated out here. Like, but a lady named Nicole Mays just opened up a photography studio. Did it on her own. Like, she never went and asked nobody for no money, so she didn't put herself in a situation where she would be discriminated against. I got another friend, LaToya Taylor, makeup artist, opened up a makeup studio. She doing it on her own. Like, and once we get to that point where we can do it for ourselves, it don't matter like about the discrimination, because we're not asking for it no more.
Right.
So.
Tell me something. Would you say when you said corporations, the major corporations, they're more predominantly white, or would you say they're more predominantly black?
I say they predominantly white, unfortunately. No offense to no white people at all, but
none taken off to them. They understand too. I'm sure they
was born with money. We wasn't. They was taught to how to run a business. We was taught to go get a job and maintain the bills that we got. Like, so.
Or be in the fields picking cotton.
Oh yeah, like, or something like. But when you was born with money, you got advantages that we don't. Like, so now we got to work 10 years to pay off credit, when they was being taught about credit at 3 years old. So once we 18 and finally get away to get a job, now we got to start working on credit, and then we can start working on businesses. Like, so it's just like they just started off at different levels than we did.
Yeah. I just want to say, you are truly going to be a very bright, talented person, especially as far as I see right now, with so much going on in the world and opportunities awaiting you, especially with you doing it on your own. Yeah, I mean, you got this production studio. Tell them about that production studio you got going on.
We just opened it November 2017. I've been doing this, like I said, since 2014, and before, like even before 2014, before I moved to Cincinnati, I signed a Universal distribution with the music. It didn't quite work out. I didn't know where the money was going. I didn't know who had the money. I didn't know how to get to the money. So we started. I started my own, and then when we finally got the studio in November 2017, it kind of opened up a door so we can create opportunities for others, and that's pretty much what it's about. Like it ain't the money gonna come. Like I said, like the money is cool, but I tell everybody, I'm all about my money, but I'm not only about my money. Meaning that if you come through and you only got $50, I'm gonna work with you for your $50. Like I said, I want to see everybody eat, and I'm gonna open my doors as wide as I can, and I'm gonna always help somebody. Like, and that's what fuel. Like when we first beginning the conversation, you asked me what fuel. It's the passion. It's the fact that I love you. It's the fact that I want to see you successful. I want to see you put your family in a better situation, just like I'm doing for mine.
Right. Well, you heard it here live first today at Cincy Vines, and we're going to take a break. In the meantime, stay tuned. We have more with Mr. Quintin Gray here today for you. Welcome back to Cincy Vines. We have today here our special guest, Mr. Quintin Gray. Mr. Quintin Gray has touched a lot of topics with me, especially pertaining to what needs to be told and spoken, which is basically the truth. We come to you today asking that everyone give out as much passion and love that they have in their hearts for whatever their music or talented dreams is that they want to achieve. Mr. Quintin Gray, tell us, what piece of advice would you give to people who need or are in need of advice or need some motivation to keep their drive going in whatever they want to do or accomplish?
Figure out what you love. And definitely figure out what you love, because there's going to be times where business is going horrible, your friends just turn their back on you, ain't nobody supporting you, and the only thing you can hold on to is what you love.
Right.
And that's what's going to keep you driven, is the fact that you love it so much that you're still not going to let it go.
That's interesting. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely agree with you on that. Mr. Quintin Gray, what was it, the hardships? Did you have any hardships, any struggles when you became, I know you said you started in 2014 and you had some hardships within that time with other corporations or companies, and then you eventually managed to pull out and be on your own in 2017 when you got your first very own production studio in your name. What was the struggles that you encountered, so people can understand and know next time they are about to travel in the path that you traveled in at first?
You, as far as like the business or personally?
Well, basically when you started in 2014 with the corporation. Yeah.
Okay. I went to investors. They said no. With the Universal, finessed me out my money. Videographers, I paid them to shoot videos, didn't get the videos. T-shirt companies messed up my T-shirts. CD duplicators ruined my CDs. Engineers halfway mix and master my songs. So pretty much everything, I would just tell you keep going. Like if I had to tell somebody anything, it was keep going. Like it's hard. You're gonna have more hardships than you're gonna have good times. Like anybody can tell you in business, you're gonna get more no's than yes, but when you finally get that yes, you need to be prepared.
That's right.
So keep going and prepare yourself, because like I said, it's already promised to us. Like, and if I know one day my day gonna come when it makes sense to like prepare for it.
Right.
Like let me educate myself. Let me teach myself how to do this. Let me work on my performances. Let me work on my poses and modeling, or let me perfect lining my T-shirts up. Like it's just always, just educate yourself and keep going. Absolutely, I agree. Well, Mr. Quintin Gray, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. We really enjoyed you as our guest here on Cincy Vines. I want to thank you so much for coming out to the show. Hopefully we'll see you on here again soon, right? Definitely,
yes.
It's all love over here.
Well, there you have it, Mr. Quintin Gray. We are at Cincy Vines, and we're out. Please stay tuned for his videos coming out. He has his new video, Believe That. He's out here right now, and he's making the moves. So if you want to basically be a part of something big, stay tuned to Cincy Vines so we can keep you tuned in and let you know what's going on.